Is it going to morph into? There's another strand to the story. Right now, the ANC Secretary General Magashule is meeting with uMkhonto weSizwe veterans in Durban. Let's look at what is happening as far as that is concerned. Reporter Dasen Thathiah, good afternoon to you and welcome. Tell us why they are meeting. And I'm assuming that they're not going to be clubbing together and sending a gift basket to Fikile Mbalula.
Certainly not, Jeremy, and hopefully we'll get to hear exactly how Magashule feels about those remarks when we get an opportunity to speak to him. We don't have that opportunity yet. You'll see those doors behind me are closed because that's where they are meeting with the MK-MVA veterans now, but also some of these other organizations. This has been a meeting that has been a long time coming. Initially, the MK-MVA in the province had tried to broach the subject of their concerns with the provincial leadership. It seems that those discussions hadn't gone the way that they wanted it to, because there was a protest outside here. In fact, even now, you can just look at this road next to me. This is where there's a heavy police presence. It's yet another demonstration by the MK-MVA members in KZN. They've been marching up and down. And the last time they did this, they also had closed off this road and sent a list of their demands to the provincial structures. But it seems that what they really wanted was national intervention to get to the root of some of those issues. Some of the issues really around housing, around opportunities for the MK-MVA. So jobs are really an important part of this discussion. But the MK-MVA is not alone in this demonstration and in this protest that has been ongoing for a while. They've also roped in other organizations. I'm going to talk now to Clebo Ndlovu from the Old Truck Drivers Forum. Firstly, just help us understand, how do truck drivers form part of this, I'd call it a fight, that the MK-MVA is having with the provincial leadership?
From the truck organization, it's been a long time. We try to speak with government, raising our issues about the unemployment in the industry as citizens. Our trucking industry, our driving, our jobs actually is being taken by the foreign national. Is more than 80% of foreign national dominated in our industry. When we go all over the KZN, in particular in Durban in particular, there are so many companies, you can name a lot. The other one, they even stated at the gates that if you are a South African, you are not allowed to get a vacancy inside. Only the foreigners, especially they want the Zimbabwean for driving. Okay, we discussed from 2018, we met with different stakeholders from government, from provincial. We started to talk with former MEC of Transport, Police Kawunda. We tried to resolve the issue, then it failed. Then we moved to the former Premier, Mr. uMkhonto, but they still our issue didn't resolve.
So are you hoping that by joining up with the MK-MVA, that are you going to get a direct line to the ANC in the province?
Yes, because what was happening, if we're trying to do our protest as an organization, if we go on the road, when we met with the stakeholders, they told us, you mustn't block the national road. You must go to the companies where the companies, those companies where they operate the foreigners. If we are going, if we take our protest straight to the certain company like GSF or whatever, the same police officers, the same company is calling the police office to dissolve us. So it seemed that if we're coming straight to if we met with government, that you mustn't go to the national road because we're disturbing the other road users. When they said we must go straight to the company. In the company, still the police are blocking us to raise our issue to the companies.
So Mr. Ndlovu, I just want to ask you something. So the MK-MVA is having its own struggles internally with the ANC. Are you confident then, by linking up with them, you as the ATDF being an outside organization, an external organization, are you going to get joy? Are you going to get your concerns resolved if they are not able to resolve their concerns internally?
What the decision we taken to join the MK-MVA actually? Here in KZN, we were being confined. If we're trying to apply for like we get a letter to march, maybe to march to the mayor's office, we don't get it. If you want to march to the Premier's office, we don't. What was blocking is SAPS and all. So what is the main problem we see? That's all over this. The ANC is the ruling party. Actually, if we're talking about government, ANC is government in the province and it's also is government in the national level. So if the MK said is taking a fight straight to the ANC and they said to all together with us, we must be in solidarity in one. They got their demands, and as South African and truck drivers, we got our demands we want to be resolved as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ndlovu. And just to just remind you of the protest the last time around, one of the things that came out quite strongly from the protesters that were outside here was that they wanted the provincial leadership of both the MKMVA as well as the ANC in the province to be disbanded. It's because they had lost faith in their ability to make decisions that had benefited both those military veterans as well as these other organizations that are affiliated. So we'll have to wait and see what this meeting actually brings out, if that national intervention with Ace Magashule and the MKMVA here, if it actually brings the desired results. But it promises to be a long afternoon for sure.
Indeed, a long afternoon. And Dasen, I think you asked an important question, as is often the case in South Africa, a confluence of many issues. It becomes confusing. The sense is, though, that this is all going to be overshadowed by that ongoing spat between the Transport Minister and the MK vets. We'll check in with you a little bit later. Dasen Thathiah in Durban.